Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. Robert's all smiley today. We're happy that our tractor's going back together. We done put the oil pan gasket on. Sorry y'all missed that, guys. Sorry about the noise, but it's cold, so we got the heat running. Here's our new quad range planetary. Quite a bit better than the old one, huh? Much better. So we got this sucker right here. Here's our new shaft. Let's take a look at the old shaft. Alright, here's the old shaft. See anything missing? Here's the new shaft. Well, it ain't new, but it's a good used one. Quite a bit of difference. So let's get started putting this together. We're gonna start by, we're gonna make sure them bushings and stuff is clean. I'm gonna get some oil and put on that and oil the bushing inside the tractor, and then we're gonna slip the 2-speed in it. Setting up her all straight and happy in her new home. Not flopping around all over the place. Alright, so I gotta get in here. Gotta put my little short transmission stub shaft in. That looks so much better. Can't remember how, there it goes. Alrighty, boy, I like that. I like that. Alright, we gotta put this little hex bushing in. I got a little bit of oil on it. Oh. There she goes into her happy home. Now what we have to do is install this arm that goes like that right there onto this rod that Robert will push in. Take you. Oh, fell the rope in. Alright, that feels pretty close. Alright, oh, what you got? Oh, let's just camp out right there. Let me go get my little pecker. still in the proper position. All right. Now it's time to put the clutch operating, assembly, and PTO gear in. It's a big chunk of metal and it's heavy. We got I gotta get the, first we're gonna make sure it's clean, and then we're going to put we gotta slide the input shaft in it and then slide it up in the tractor. I'm gonna put some Loctite on these, because that's the last thing I need is a bolt coming loose and wallering around down in there. And it looked like I originally had Loctite on them from the factory. John Deere's got a fancy one. At the factory when we went and toured it, they got a fancy little, oh, I forgot I went there and loosened them with the torque wrench. But or I forgot I went there and when they're putting tractors together at the factory, they got torque wrenches that just are automatically set to the torque. We used to use them longer bolts to kind of catch a hold of it and help line it up while we tried to get everything in there. Alright, let's go through and double check. Alright, that's it. Now we gotta do the 2-speed. We're cleaning up this clutch valve housing. Gotta get all that old gasket material off and get it cleaned up so it'll make a good new seal. Having to be super careful with this. This is aluminum. Tell us what you're doing, Mechanic Bob.
I'm putting the O-rings back on these, putting new O-rings on these tubes.
Just remember, always use a new rubber. Always. This is the part I absolutely hate about putting a tractor back together, is all the little piddly crap. Putting new O-rings in these adapters, putting new O-rings in them fittings. Robert's over here working on some O-rings and fittings. On our last step before the tractor rolls back together, I am torquing the bolts for the clutch valve. You got to torque them to 35 pounds. we got to tighten this line up and then put our sump screen back in, put our plugs back in, put our hydraulic filter back in. We need to go to John Deere and buy a cleanup kit filter. They got a filter for cleanup. I guess it's maybe a little finer mesh filter, but we need to do that. Always give them the old double click. Alright, so we got to put these clevises. Whoop, I'm about to mess up. You have got these little clips is what holds the pin in the hole, and if y'all will remember correctly, one of mine did not have that, and I did not know how it come apart, and I ended up messing the other one up. So we bought 2 of these brand new pins. I marked where the clevis should go. So now I got to put my pin in.
I'll put that spring back on too.
That spring is gonna be fun to put back on. Alright, let's insert our pin. And then we got to find this little bitty hole on the back side, wherever so it may be. Alright, it went down through there. Alright, now all I got to do is tighten this nut back down on that clip, and that will hold the pin in. Oops. I think we're gonna have to. I think that's a little too high, but let's see if we can't ease it in here some more. Hope we got it. I'll show y'all what we're doing so you know. Alright, our input shaft is in there, and this is the flywheel of the tractor. I got to reach through here. I will reach through here with this pry bar, or a pry bar. I don't think this one's gonna work, but I'm gonna have to reach through our, grab them gear teeth and turn the engine where that shaft will get right and line up. What are you thinking about as far as lining up? I like your engine might have to come down a hair more.
That or the back end.
Let's try to turn it and see if it'll roll together, and we'll go from there. Let me get a different.
It might roll together. Go to the dowel pins here, but I don't know.
back in one piece. I'm using my old GoPro, so if I ain't got the camera in exactly the right place, it ain't got a viewing screen, but engine turns freely. That's what I'm doing. Sticking this pry bar in there, making sure that everything turns like it's supposed to. It's turning freely. But they make a nice little tool that goes in there you can use to turn the engine with a ratchet. But we do not have that tool, so we simply use a pry bar. But we've got that all back together. It seems to be turning freely, so I'm gonna put the plug back in that hole. Can't tell you how many rags we've gone through on this little project. Several. How much oil drive. We got our 300 foot-pound making apparatus going here. It's a 3/4 inch breaker bar with an 1 1/8 socket and a piece of pipe on it. And we like to test the limits of it. We're down to the final 2 volts. The major components are all sewed back together. Instead of being in 2 pieces, it's in 1 piece now. But very first thing in the morning, we gotta go to John Deere. We have got to pick up our transmission pump shaft. I ordered the wrong one. I wasn't paying no attention. I looked. I googled it because I was having trouble finding it in John Deere parts catalog. And I googled it, and they gave me the number for a 4440, and the shaft in a 46 is different. 4040, 4240, and 4440 all the same, and a 46 and a 48 have a different one. So Robert's gonna finish sewing this up. We gotta go to John Deere in the morning, pick up that shaft, hydraulic filter. We gotta put our pump screen back in, hydraulic filter back in, hook all our hoses up, hydraulic and coolant and electrical wires, and then we will be ready to pour engine oil back in it, hydraulic oil back in it, put the coolant back in it, and fire it up. And we'll probably know pretty quick whether it's in there right or not. But we're gonna fire it up. If everything sounds all right, we're gonna open those double doors over there, make a sharp right hand turn, take it down through there, take it throughout the pasture, put it through its paces, and see how it sounds. Fingers crossed, guys. Stay with us tomorrow. I don't know when it'll come out. Probably come out Sunday afternoon, and then part 2 probably come out sometime Monday or Tuesday. So y'all stick with us. If you like what we're doing and you're new to our channel, be sure to like and subscribe, and thank y'all for watching.